When you're working with an application like Microsoft Publisher, the odds are pretty good that you're going to be working with images or pictures. And when I say pictures, I could mean digital photos from a camera. It could be scanned images from a scanner, or it could even be other images that you've imported into Publisher. Well, when you're working with very high resolution graphics that are very large in size, you have to be careful working on screen that you don't slow yourself down to a standstill. So Publisher gives you some options for working with pictures and how they display on screen. Notice I said on screen. No matter how you decide to display them, even if you hide them on screen, they will print out in full quality. So we're going to look at how you choose your settings before we start working with pictures in detail in this section. So the first thing I'd like you to do is just go up to File. On the File menu, select New, and you should arrive at this Getting Started screen you see on my screen. Next, we'll just choose Blank Page Sizes, so you can give that a click. And then we're going to use our portrait size down here, letter portrait 8.5 by 11. It's really irrelevant because all we're going to do is have something new on our screen here before we can go up to the View menu to set our picture display options. So now we can go up to View and come down to Pictures. And you'll notice there's three choices, and the default is something called Detailed Display. And that means as you bring in high-resolution graphics, images from a digital camera, for example, they will show on your screen in maximum detail. So obviously when you have large pictures or images that have been taken with a digital camera, for example, they might take a long time to show up on your screen, or what we call draw. Now if you want to speed that up a little bit, you can go to Fast Resize and Zoom, and when you click this one, and you can see in this little thumbnail here that it looks a little blurry. Quality is not as good on your screen, but you can be sure that it will print with full accuracy. So it'll speed things up as they need to draw on your screen. Another option is just to simply hide pictures altogether. What you'll see is the frame where the picture goes, but you won't see the picture at all on screen. You won't see it until you print it. Now, I'm not keen on this option because you don't get a good feel for what your presentation is going to look like, what your actual document or publication, how it will appear when you print, is not clear. So if you find that things are slowing down, go to Fast Resize and Zoom, give that one a try. And if you're not working with real heavy graphics, images that are large in size, for example, and when I mean that, I'm talking about byte size, you can choose Detailed Display and click OK. So for our purposes, we're going to leave it at Detailed Display. Make sure that's selected before you click OK. All right, we're ready to move on now to working with pictures.